Where's all my natural gas gone? Stay tuned to find out. Hi guys, welcome to episode 16. We've got a lot to do following a number of comments that's been made by various different contributors. One that Noble has made a comment is about how carbon dioxide is getting down here. Maybe I should just lock this, so I think I will give that a try to see how that prevents the carbon dioxide working its way down here. Because in theory it should make a big difference. That have I got that door to... yeah, the door's on. Right, there we go. Knock it back down to 1. So the dupes have to go a bit longer to get round, but it should stop the amount of carbon dioxide build-up in the area. Let's hope so. Also, I've been looking at the way everything is working here. I really need to get something sorted out here with this plumbing to start utilising all this natural gas that's down here. But one of the comments that's been made about... because what I need to do is I need to sort out a cool watering system. And I really want to have clean water only in there. Now, I know this is going to take some time, so we've got some here. And I've also got a number of geysers up here. So there's one just creating this section here, and I think there's 2 more up here that I've found in my research. So what I'm thinking of doing is, because when you take out or when you put hot water or any type of water that's not frozen into an ice biome, it'll just start melting everything. So what I'd like to try and do is see whether I can dig all this lot out, leave all the granite, but take out all the polluted snow. All the polluted ice, leave the snow, leave the ice that's clean water. So basically just work through that. So what I'm going to do is just pause this very quickly. And I am going to mark out everything in here that needs to be dug out. So you wait one moment. Okay, so we're back. I've highlighted everything in here. Let's just start that playing. That needs to be dug out. There is quite a lot of polluted ice in here. But what I've done is I've set everything to a priority 1 at this moment in time. I'm going to be looking to try and start from the bottom and work my way up. On the basis that I'd like to put some mesh tiles in down the bottom here, primarily so as anything drops down it just gets caught on these tiles, and the dupes don't have to run all the way down to the bottom to dig it all out. We have got a lot of ice in here, so that will be a benefit to adding clean water in here only, because obviously as that melts that will just turn into a nice clean water as well. I've just they've done it already. I've just put this in here on the basis that I want to have purely polluted snow in there based on sweeping. So I want to be able to sweep out this whole area so there's no polluted ice in there, not polluted snow, and keep that managed on a regular basis. And we can put that here, and I'll also put a standard container up here that will actually hold the snow and ice once we've actually started digging it down, because you might as well just leave it in here. And then at least we'll get that all sorted. So what else is going on with everybody? We've got stress building up. What have I done with this? Right, following another comment from Noble, a suggestion really was, because I keep changing things, I should realistically have my massage beds at the highest priority, full stop. I know it's 9, but it's a case of then nothing will override that. So if I'm ever putting anything in that requires their urgent priority, so I'm setting it as like priority 7/8, if they are then stressed, they won't let that get over, take over their priorities. So let's have a look at this. We've got Lindsay and we've got Danjam going in there. So do they still need to be in there? Danjam certainly doesn't, so let's take him off here. And what about Lindsay? Where's Lindsay now? Yeah, Lindsay, you don't need to be in there either. So that's that done. And does anybody else need to be in there? Ringo. Right, let's put Ringo in there for a cycle. Oops, come on. Ringo. You can go in there for one cycle and see how we get on with that. Right, what else is going on down here? I need to get this air pressure up. I also need to stop this water before it comes in here anymore, because that is just causing more problems than it's worth. Deconstruct liquid pipes. I'll take it out there, I think. Let's have a look. Yeah, the right place. So we can then reroute it into this section here. We can just put all that lot down there. But I am also going to turn off this disable building because I don't really want any more liquid being pumped up, because these things are increasing the temperature of the water quite substantially, and until I get a way of cooling it down, I really don't want it coming into here. That will affect this here, so maybe what I'll have to do until I can source out an alternative route, because I really don't want to have to deconstruct all this once the pipes I think maybe are empty. Then maybe actually maybe if they turn that off, then that'll work and empty itself properly. Maybe that's the better way of doing it. So once, do you know what? The best way to actually do this is to put a little circuit around. Deconstruct wires, and then put a thermo switch in here, and then basically we can manage the temperature. Sorry, not the temperature. We can manage the power based on the temperature in the surroundings, which will make things a little easier to play around with. Oh, you're picking up gold from down there. Okay, so I'll then put that back in there actually, and just let it work its way through, because I think I need to get this prioritized up, because pressure down here is horrendous. What's the temperature doing? And these pipes are so flipping warm. Okay. Didn't want either of those. That's what I wanted. Yeah. I need to, if I turn that off and allow this to continue pumping through, then there it's done. We can so activate. Temperature is below that. Yeah. So that should now be off. Yep, and then we can put in our pipe back in, and we'll do that as a priority 8 again. Then all this water will work its way through the system because it's all there. Yeah, nothing more's coming up, so this will work its all the way through, and will remove all the water in the area. And then obviously it will, what do I want that for? It will then start allowing the area to reduce in temperature. I also need to get rid of this polluted oxygen, polluted ice over here. So I'm just going to increase that up for the time being. I'm going to copy the settings from this. Nope, I don't want mop, I want that one then. Copy settings. Because I haven't got a seed at the moment. So as soon as one's available, I'll be able to add that in. You're not going to be able to reach that, are you? So dig out that as well. And then you should be able to reach it. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so that's working away beautifully over there. We're going to start increasing the temperature, or increasing the temperature. Oh, that's 5. So we're going to increase the priority of this operation here. So everything that they should be able to reach, as they are currently there, should be okay. And we'll do a bit of a sweep at the same time as things are going on there. So what's going on here? No power. Why is no power? We've got... Okay, so... Oh, what's going on here? Ah! I'd heard that they'd actually done a mod or a fix to these natural gas geysers. So that was obviously now affecting my ability to produce power. Okay. So it just means that I need to get everything else up and running a little bit quicker. So as I've got this already in place, what I think I'll do is I will just... yeah, I'll just run all that lot up to the top and let it work itself out. So if I increase the priority of these, then we can then put in sufficient gas piping to be able to... Oops. Oh dear, that's going to need to jump over those two. Right, let's just do it like... Oops, that's all those two. We'll have to put a gas bridge here. That's there and there. And oops. It's in, out, and then we need to just do... Right, where's the best place to put this realistically? I suppose if I just bung it to the top, that would be sufficient, because I don't want to just put it down here so it feeds one. I want to try and get it so it will actually feed a couple of these. And I'll also need to have... yeah, I think I will need to have some steps here so that the dupes can get up. Yeah, and there as well. Okay, so let's reduce the priority actually now of this section here, because I imagine they'll do this first anyway. Power is more important at the moment. So is that all set correctly? Yeah. So then I don't need to really worry about this lot here, because all that natural gas will work its way around in time, and we can get this one going, this pump running as well quite quickly. Right, have I put electric into all this lot, I wonder? No, I haven't. So let's do that as well, so that at least that will work. Select the right priority would be helpful. So that's all. They can reach all that, they can reach all that, they can reach all that. That's fine. Working the way down. Now I do have a couple of other natural gas geysers or geysers. I've got one there and I've got another one there. So maybe what I'm going to have to do is sort out another way of getting that sorted. Let's get this out of the way as well. So I want all that cleaned, and they can dig out those as well. I'll let all that water drop. Now, I'll be rather upset with the quantity of water heading down. Food decaying. Why have I got food up here? Ah, have I got liquid fireballs in here? I have. Copy settings. So I think that's why I've got... yeah, I've got flipping ice in there. That's why I've got water melting here. So if I close off You know, they should take that first. Right, what's going on? Where are they at? Let's split that to... what am I taking out? Have I done this right now? It's a while ago when I actually planned it in. So that needs to have natural gas. So, natural gas. Okay, so that's gone through there. So until they get these done, yeah. And natural gas, no, select 8. That gas isn't going to go anywhere. Okay. So that'll be sorted very shortly. What's going on here? That's pressure. Ooh. Is that going to cause me problems? I wonder. Maybe I need to have 2 filters, because that is changed. Didn't need to filter there anymore because they'd got rid of all the natural gas. Do I actually really need a filter in here? Have I got anything other than natural gas in here? Okay, so there is nothing else in there. So in theory, what I can actually do is... Let's pause this for a second. Because I don't need any... There's no other gases in here. What I can actually do is put a a pipework in that will bypass there, like so. Deconstruct the gas pipe there, and we'll go back to the that one, and set that as a priority. Okay, so as soon as they build that and deconstruct this gas pipe, we can then just filter that straight in. Okay, so that can now be refiltered and in like so. So we'll always have this gas that's working its way through, and they should be coming shortly to do those other 2 pieces of pipe. Okay, so that one should be operational now. No, it's overpressured. So why haven't they come to do these? Come on. Come and do it. Why aren't you doing it? Why haven't you come and made this? Okay. Thank you. So that should now, no matter what happens here, which will always be needing to filter because it's got multiple different things. Yeah, that'll work a lot better. So yeah. As that's climbing up there, maybe what I should try and do is open up this area a bit more. We've got a lot of carbon dioxide build-up, we've got a lot of polluted water that I need to be considering. But at least I'm actually utilising that at the moment. So maybe I need to put that gas vent somewhere else. What's the pressure around here? See, if I open that, I mean that gas pressure is really low down here. So maybe what I need to do is actually just dig out this area, and also dig out that sort of area, so this water can drain out. So once that's drained out, we can just open this area here as well. That should allow the pressure to release. But what we can also do in the meantime is put in an additional pipe. Try not to go all over the place. And let's put another valve over here. Not the best place to put it, probably. Suffocating. Who's suffocating? Oh no. Right. You can't get out. You absolute numpty. Dig. Priority 9. And go. Get out, Ren. Go on. Oh, that was close. Okay, that was very close. Very close indeed. Let's reduce that priority actually, because no, it should be okay from there onwards. Okay, so we need to put this lot in, so let's get a few more of these in. Food shortage, not again! Right, what are we doing with sleet wheats? So we've got plenty of sleet wheats. Let's get cooking on there. Let's get cooking on there. Food, you have to happen. Right, is this emptied? Yeah, we're getting there with the water. So once that's totally emptied, then that'll be a lot better. Priority 7 those. Then I can sweep out all that polluted water. So they're managing to keep on top of that cold water that's there. And we just then need to sort out that down there. What's this priority? Let's do that to 7 as well, because quite frankly that needs to happen. Hang on. How did I get polluted gas getting up there? And carbon dioxide? Hang on. He's run out, that's why. Oh no. So does that mean I'm going to have the same issue over here? No, I haven't yet. Unless, of course, I shouldn't have any more problems because all that's gone out now. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay, so my power is a problem. And I'm going to have to put in another power generator because this is not going to be a quick fix now they've changed the mechanics of the game. So let's chuck that in there. Power cable. Priority 8. So we need that sorted. So where are we at up here? Okay, so I wonder, is this now actually working? What's that set to? That is still not working. So they change everything else. So what you could actually make a difference with things is to reduce the gas pressure down, because each of these bubbles are about 1,000 on. Oh no, 2. Ah. Okay. So they reduce sufficiently. Okay, that's interesting. Okay. So we're going to get some wrong element damage over here because we're putting in occasionally a few incorrect types of chemicals. So it looks like these 3 are going to have a little problem very shortly. No one else is caught over there. No, that's good. Right, we need to take Ringo out of there because he should be okay now. Is anybody else suffering? Oops, vitals. Everybody else is fit as a fiddle. That's good. Let's keep that going. Right, we're at 16,000 calories. What's going on over here? So these are all good yields, but is it harvestable? Yeah. But we've got so much water over here that's causing problems. Toasty surroundings. Okay, so now the water's out of the pipes, it's cooled down sufficiently up there. We've still got a bit of water going into these, so actually that needs to be deconstructed, these water pipes. That'll get rid of that water. And that. So we've only got a bit of water going down there now, so okay, so that's that. Let's increase the priority here because I think I do need to get all this out, because once I get the water out, or once I get the polluted ice out of here, then I can sweep up. I can sweep that now actually and get rid of it, which will help. Oh dear, power is now a problem. So are they actually doing this? Come on, do this for me. Let's get this at priority 9. We have to have power. We need power to make oxygen, we need power to make food. Right, we've got enough for another day, so they can make food tomorrow. Yeah, okay. And if we open, see, that's getting so close. Yeah, it's at the top now. So it's at the top, which is going to be a little problem for me. And I need as much power coming up as possible. So I've got loads of polluted oxygen there. And this slot is not really, this is all going up. Maybe they've changed the dynamics on this as well, so that it actually, the natural gas elevates rather than settles at the bottom. Don't know. Okay, do I have any more damage from other chemicals? What's going on here? Okay, so that's interesting. I've got 3. I'm going to deconstruct that pipe there, because what's happening is, no, actually not there. Hang on, let's cancel. I'm going to deconstruct that pipe there. So I've got 3 on each of those 2 circuits, and see how that actually works. Okay, so can they reach things? No, they can't reach stuff in here, so let's put in that should be fine. They get through there. Once they've dug all that, they need to just dig out that one as well, then get all the way through. Not sure if they can get over there. Yeah, they're saying they're available. I'm going to dig out that's sleet wheat. Not sleet wheat, that weezewort, because I want that planted. Okay. Oh dear. All fun and games. That's the beauty of playing a game that's still under development. As they find little bugs on it, they will change it. So I'm beginning to wonder how wise this section could be. So I think I might actually create a multi-layered section, because I don't know whether I should risk it, because I may just come to the game one day and the whole lot collapses, and if I've got a whole ocean above it, as Noble has said, that could cause me a few problems. So, although I'm saying that, I'm very surprised this algae hasn't given way, seeing as that's the first to go. When, if I was to dig out that cell there, this lot would go. If I was to take that out there, chances are this would all break up. So, yeah, interesting. Be fun. Right, is that gas working better now? Right, okay, so at least that's operational. It had enough gas built up behind it to, I think, keep managing those three. So I've got another pump down there dealing with that. So theoretically, these three should be okay off what's below. Okay, cool. Right, alright, where are we at? In comparison to where I thought I'd be at the end of this episode, I'm nowhere near it. So, but yeah, I think we'll call it a day on this episode. I'm gonna have a little more playing around to see whether I can how best to control this, because we need to get alternative powers sorted out now, seeing as they have had a little play, because we need to ensure that we don't have. See, actually, that's working beautifully now. Yeah. Okay. We need to ensure that we can get our food controlled again, which we were doing. We need to get all this lot swept and keep those busy doing that, because I need all polluted ice out of here. And they need to mop all that as well, because I want all that gone. Yeah, so there's a lot to be done. Oops, I don't want that. Yeah, a real lot to be done. That's interesting. What's going on there? That looked like the water was turning to ice as it came out then. Okay, so maybe what needs to happen here is we need to open up this. So dig out that. Dig out those. There we go. That should now be working, he says. Okay, either way, that'll be dealt with next time. And as I say, on that bombshell that we've not seemed to have achieved a great deal other than correct a few operational changes because of the changes to the game. Yeah, we'll see you next time. If you like what you've seen, don't forget to hit that subscribe, give us a like. Thank you very much, and until next time, that's Murphy out.